Read it again.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. Okay, roll call. I'm here. Mario is here. Adrian is here. Sunny is here. Dwayne is absent, and Alexi is here. Approve board agenda
I'll make a motion that we approve the agenda with the corrections.
with corrections. Okay. Do we have a second?
I second.
Who was that?
I second.
Oh, okay.
It's random.
Yeah. We're getting her involved. Now we just gotta get more of Alexi involved. That's all. Okay. She knows she's not, so I think she was dreading when she found out I was gonna be president, because she knows I'm gonna try to get her more involved, and I will. Okay, RTA. Wait a minute, what? Vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Now we have the report and communications, RTA.
All right. Well, nothing much planned tonight, sorry. Except, again, looking forward to continue the rest of the year. Again, thanks for the 150 for classroom supplies. And you know what? Just thanks for working with me. It's been something being president. It's been something balancing the teaching and the presidency. And I thank you for helping me with the concerns and the triumphs. So thank you. Looking forward to the rest of the year.
So, we don't have CSAs not here tonight? Student board members, Alexi.
So we just came back from break. Over the break, all sports had games still, and we officially started league that first week of break. Prom is coming up as well. Well, they're planning prom. I believe it will be early April. And we also have senior trips getting ready to start paying for them and getting information out.
And what was the scores on these?
I'm not sure over break. I mean, I know the boys and the girls, the boys soccer team has been doing really well. The girls, a lot of the tournament wise, we haven't been doing as good, but in league we've been doing just fine.
Sounds good. Okay, CBO, we don't have.
I have
You have
this report.
Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. This is a report on behalf from Mr. Irving, CBO. Yesterday, January 10th, 2023, Governor Newsom presented his proposal for the 23-24 state budget. At this point, while statewide revenue forecasts have softened compared to current year, the outlook for K-12 funding is positive, with the reiteration that there are no projected cuts to existing programs. Superintendent Gaines and myself will be at Yolo County Office of Education this Friday and Saturday as part of the FICMAT CIP program. This month's session is dedicated to the 23-24 budget proposal. Because this is part of the CIP program, Southern Kern, along with only 16 other districts, CBOs, and superintendents, will have intimate discussions with top experts in the area of school finance, such as the CEO of School Services of California, representatives from the California Department of Finance, the Legislative Analyst's Office, State Board of Education, CASBO, and the California County Superintendents Association. One last thing, if anyone needs COVID tests, the district office has them on hand. Don't be shy. That was from Mr. Irving.
Okay, thank you. Assistant Superintendent, Instruction and Curriculum, Ms. Lacy.
Well, good evening, everyone, and I'd like to welcome everyone back from a long and hopefully restful winter break. Last Friday, which was the last day of everyone's winter break, we actually had over 40 of our administrators and teachers attend a PLC at Works training, which is Professional Learning Communities, at Rosemont Elementary School. It was put on by Dr. Eric Twaddell from Solutions Tree. It was very well received, and it was a fabulous training. You can ask almost everyone in here that went. It was really amazing. We're hoping that we can bring him back again for an additional training. And I'm working right now, and I'll be contacting the site administrations tomorrow We are going to be attending a Solutions Tree PLC at Works Institute this summer in June. So we'll be getting some teachers and administrators that would like to attend that as well. This past Monday was our monthly coaching sessions with Dr. Doug Fisher on teacher clarity. This Monday, he worked with West Park Elementary, Roseman High School, and Trabuco Middle School. And for each of the 3 sessions, I sat in all 3 of them. There was a lot of great discussion on the student success criteria and what that looks like and how we can improve that within our schools. Right now, currently, I'm working on reviewing attendance data, grades, and behavior for all of our students that are in inter-district transfers from other districts, so we can make sure we're keeping an eye on how they're doing and provide support or, return them to their schools if they're not fulfilling what they need to do to be here. And then also, I'm working on data from the first semester grades for all school sites. Right now, I've already provided information to both of the elementary schools, and I sent our Roseman High Schools theirs this evening. Tomorrow, I'll be sending it out to Tropico and Alta so that we could look at areas that we might need to improve and for students that may need some intervention or some extra assistance. And that's all I have for tonight.
Thank you. Associate Superintendent, Human Resources, Mrs. Hardy.
All right, I also want to welcome everyone back. Back in December on the 19th and the 20th, that was our first 2 days of vacation. We had a Capturing Kids Heart training on each of those days, and we had 33 staff members that attended. It was a great training. Everyone walked away just lots of great comments about what they learned. We had some people that were going for the second time, and they said, hey, even though I have already been through this, I learned something new. So that was exciting that people, even though it was a vacation time, just like Ed Services last week, people were still interested in attending the training. We have some interviews scheduled tomorrow for some of our open classified positions. Our video spot is being shown in some theaters up in the Fresno and that area. I've actually gotten a couple of phone calls from people from that area for various positions, although there was an issue with a credential match, so it didn't work out. But it was exciting to know that it's being seen and people are responding to that, and they are interested in coming to Southern Current. And we continue to look for some candidates to fill some of our open positions. We have a few certificated and also some classified positions. So we just continue to, keep the course and do what we can to find the best qualified candidates for our students and our staff.
Thank you. Superintendent report, Ms. Gaines.
Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome. And I just want to say I hope everyone had a very restful holiday and a wonderful New Year. I think 2023 is going to be a great year for us. I mean, we need the rain, so we can't judge by the rain, so that's all good. I want to thank Mr. Warfield and Mr. Hargis, because I can tell you, working with both of you this year as RTA president and CSEA president, it is really a delight from my side as well. You guys are you're very collaborative, and you really want to listen and understand, and I hope you feel the same, that the district is trying to do that as well. So it's just a real treat to meet with both of you every month. So that I hope we continue that. I also wanted to announce that if you haven't been out to Tropico recently, the big project, the $21 million project, is underway. It kicked off December 19th. And if you just drive by, well, maybe not just drive by, you might rear end somebody if you're just paying attention. So don't want anybody to do that. Just kind of slow down or something. You will see the field out there is just really, really flat. So I think the rain has maybe slowed them down a little bit, 4 or 5 days, but they are out there working. So this is a project that we predict will probably take between a year and a half to actually, to the point where we see all the new buildings and the track and everything actually standing. So if you get a chance, head out that way and check that out. I also just wanted to say thank you to Ms. Hargis and also to Ms. Lacey, because they both were here and during their break holding different professional developments, and it's from listening to both of them, they were well received and something that will certainly benefit not only our staff but ultimately our students. And so that's all I have for that, but I would like to do our attendance awards for the month of December. Let me just grab them. Okay. First of all, I want to say that when I was standing here in December making the November awards, I was very disappointed because all 6 schools had declined in attendance. And so I don't know if you guys were, I don't know what you did, but whatever you did, please keep doing it, because all 6 schools improved in the month of December. And typically December is known to be a month where parents sometimes take off a week or 2 early, but every school had an improved attendance in the month of December. And one of our schools improved 9.32%.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'd like to ask everybody to give it up for Rare Earth. Yes, Rare Earth. So you can hang this in your office. Thank you. Appreciate that a lot. Okay. And best attendance secondary, and I know I say this every month, but Mr. B, I'll be honest, you won it again, but I'm telling you, Tropico is on, they're coming after you, buddy. I just want you to know that. So best attendance secondary, Roseman High. Thank you. And best attendance elementary, and this goes to West Park. Patrick, but I want you to know, Roseman Elementary grew 3.07%. So they're right there. That is awesome. So keep up the good work. I'd like to see somebody hit 95% soon, hopefully. We can do it. We can do it.
There's the goal.
There's the goal.
Start giving out free ice cream every day.
They get not every day.
Every day. I'd come there.
Well,
I would miss it for ice cream.
thank you, Mr. President.
You're welcome. Okay, board member communications. Ms. Randon, you're up first today.
I do, I have some. For Tropical Middle School, I know that the field, everything's been torn apart. Soccer tryouts are coming up. Where is that gonna be held?
Yeah, so on campus it won't be able to be held, obviously, and so we're looking for other sites, it would be like an away game for us until it's all put back together. The kids think we're building a big pool. So they're excited about that, yeah, so all the games will be somewhere else, tryouts, I'm not sure where that's at, sorry.
Okay.
Everything's kind of tumbling, rain in the gym has been a problem, so.
Yeah, it was pretty, on Monday when I drove up, like, where did everything go? I didn't know how.
How drastic was it?
Yes, I did not know, so, yeah, that was my.
Okay, Mark?
Hello, everybody. It's hard to be able to hear, because I constantly want to read his part of it. Welcome back. Thank you for the great showing of attendance. And Nino, I had a really good compliment about your school. We had a parent that was had stopped in there and said, "Oh my gosh, look what you guys did to the school. It looks beautiful." So that was I felt it. By the way, there is a big open dirt area out front that you can use for soccer if you want. No, just joking.
Oh, like in the sixth grade quad area?
Oh, right there where the bus drives in.
Carol West Park.
That's probably where it's gonna wind up being.
Well,
West Park.
The original plan, when we first looked at doing this project, was to put in a football field on that section, and soccer fields, baseball diamond, all of that was gonna be in that front section. Because there's a pipeline that goes down Rosebud Boulevard that is a gas line. And we're not allowed to build for 15 feet of, we gotta have a blast burn. If we build anything, including the fields, they have to have this big berm. Because if you have students anywhere near the pipeline, if anything should happen, it keeps it from getting to the students. Yeah, I found that out because of the surveying. A little later, we have some alternates that we have to look at for Tropico that I'll go into more detail on that when we get to that point. Yeah, it was really neat to see that they got in with the dozers and got to town. I can't believe how much dirt they moved so quickly. They have to move 7 feet down and start building up to compact, to get the proper compaction so they can start pouring. And we gotta go 20 inches above natural ground because it's in a flood zone. Yeah, love it. So anyways, Sunny?
You're up.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everybody. Mr. B, I got your email. I will be there on the 26th. I got you. I will be there with my bells on.
Good, I look forward to seeing.
Nino, we're gardening this year. I've already started planting seeds today. So let's go. You can start planting carrots, lettuce, radishes, spinach, kale.
Corn.
I think it needs to be a little bit warmer for corn. But I'm ready.
Okay, corn will grow out here, but you have to give it a lot of nitrogen and
Does it need to be warmer for corn?
it just has, it's the.
Should be.
It needs to be warmer
has
for
be
corn.
warm. And
So it's
not too much
it's
water.
not time for corn right now,
No.
but the other things that I just mentioned, we can start planting right now. Get them in the ground. Let's start germinating. Let's let these kids play in the soil. All this rain, it's just gonna be a really good year.
Just get a little muddy.
And for our school year and for our kids. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the school year and I'm happy you guys are here. That is all.
That is all?
That is all I
Okay,
have.
thanks. Okay, well, first of all, let everybody know, this board has been working extremely hard. We've had several meetings. As you know, we're scheduled 2 a month, but we've been averaging probably 4 a month, at least, if
Closer
not
to
more.
8.
8 in some cases. So we are very active and really very busy. And a lot of it is to, of course, serve the school district. One of the things that I'm hearing a lot of and a lot of folks are very happy with is the school district and how we are handling our students, teaching and so forth. We're growing, so that kind of gives me an idea that we must be doing something right. So everybody out there, staff, administrators, teachers, please keep going and let's keep this district and let's make it one of the best that we've got in the area. RTA, fantastic that you guys do work with us. Who's the young lady for the CSEA? But you're still going to get that opportunity. I have talked with Mr. Irvin, and we will be starting back up the Security and Safety Committee. Unfortunately, we just had to take a break because of the time off. Mr. B, it's on my calendar. I fully intend to be there. So it's before my chiropractor, so I should be able to make it.
All right, thank you.
And but other than that, just thanks for coming, and let's have a great rest of the school year. Okay, next up on the list. Okay, comments from the public. Members?
None.
None? Okay, so I'll dispense from reading. Consent items A through J. Anybody have any questions? Any questions?
So the class trip that you guys are, no, that's not the class trip. Is the class trip gonna be, it's here at Disneyland, but you were talking about prom. What you were talking about?
No, I did senior trips too. The class trip is Disneyland, and then for grad bash, we want to do Universal.
Universal again this year?
Yeah, all
Because-
around.
Yeah, we went and looked at like Six Flags, like some of the juniors did last year, and they just didn't have as many like options or like rides open as Universal did. So,
You know what the cost for Universal is gonna be?
I can't remember exactly. I'd have to look at the paper again.
When you get a chance, let me know.
Last year it was
I think it's a little bit this year.
Disneyland's going to.
Yeah, I think the Universal one was 100 something. It was somewhere like 115 to 100 in that area.
Okay, so it's gone up a lot. Okay. Anybody have any questions on any of the others? The IRS standard mileage rate, that's just what the IRS puts out every year. All we're doing is basically acknowledging that that's what we're gonna be paying. Okay, we'll call for a vote. I have a motion.
I will make a motion.
Okay,
I'll second that.
and all in favor?
I,
4 ayes, 1 student. Okay, general approved revised 2022 to 2024 18-month SKU school board trustee board meeting calendar. Change 2 dates, remove April 5th, 2023 and June 7th, 2023, add April 26th, 2023 and June 14th, 2023. Mrs. Gaines?
Yes, the reason for removing April 5th is because we are on spring break during that week. And June 7th, I believe we're at a conference on June 7th. So we wanted to do this early enough that everybody can recalendar these 2 dates. We're changing the April meeting to April 26th and the June 7th to June 14th.
Fair enough.
These dates were selected, the April 5th and the June 7th were selected before the actual district calendar was finished. So that's why we need to make this adjustment.
I make a motion to approve.
Okay, so moved by Sunny,
I second.
second by Adrian. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes, 1 student. Policy, readings and reviews, September 2022 board policies. Mrs. Gaines, information?
Yes, board, if you will notice on page, I made a little cheat sheet for you. On page 53, these board policies are just for a first read. They will come back to you a couple of more times before, one more time, and then the 3rd time as an action item. But if you're wondering why option 1, option 2, if you go to page 53, Alma has put it in red exactly why we had to choose the options that we do. And I want to take this time to thank Ms. Hepburn for serving on this committee, and also Mr. Moore, because reviewing board policy takes a lot of time. There's a lot of reading involved, and they, without them, we wouldn't get them done. So thank you for that. But that's just, they're just information to help you. And there's also a breakdown of each board policy and sort of just gives you a summary, a summation of what the board policy is, also in your packet if you want to read more than just the little cheat sheet we created for you. And those begin on page 56.
Business and operations, approved Medallion Contracting Incorporated, changes to contract, addition to 3 bid alternates. Total change of $531,950. Order number 01 for site utility work for Tropical Middle School expansion. Project number SKUSD-TMS-SUW. Of course, Mr. Irving's not here.
Okay, if you don't mind, I'll
No, go right ahead. No.
hop in on this one. There's 3 things that we could not submit to the county for reimbursement, but we'd really like to put them in at Tropico. One of them is exercising stations around the walking track. So during PE, they can walk around the track and then stop at a station, do a workout, kind of like not like a jungle gym, but they've got bars and stuff and all that equipment there. We had to put it in as an alternate that we would get it in the, while they're doing all the site work, they have to be able to put in all the infrastructure for getting all that done. So we want to get that approved to get that portion of it. Also provide turf and irrigation for the shot put area and the long jump area. We're putting in a shot put and long jump area at the far end of the northeast side of the play field. So we can actually hold some track meets over there. So we could have so that also is going to be asked to go in as an alternate because the county will pay for it. And then one of the things we've always wanted to do and never had the funding for it is to get Tropico off a septic system, because it has been a problem for the last 15 years. At least once or twice a year, we have to have it pumped. So since they're doing all this dirt work, they've got the equipment there, it dropped the actual cost by about $1 million.
Because how much does it cost to have the subject, like, pumped, and it happens twice a year?
At least.
How much do they charge
And it's actually, the place was built in the early 50s, and all the pipe is still early 50s.
That's
So we
stuff.
want to put it all in new.
Yeah.
So we don't have any issues like we have in the past and had to do patchwork. If we do it at this, right now at this time, it's gonna cost $213,532. And now is the time to get it done. So those are the alternates. Everything together will come out to $531,150, and I really can't see why not. It would be bad for us not to do it now, because it will cost us so much more later.
Mr.
Yes.
Gutierrez, great job, by the way, but I just want to piggyback on what you said. Item 1, bid 1 and 2, I believe. I know for sure bid 1, but I believe also bid 2 is going to be paid for out of our LCAP carryover money. We had a rather large sum of money that we carried over, and this, Kern County is already aware of that and understands that's where that money is coming from.
Yeah, it's
So
not
that's-
coming out of our student teaching money.
Right.
So, yeah, it's gotta do it. I mean, Trump has been way overdue for some real updates, because that school was actually an elementary school. And I hate to say this, but it shows you how old the school is. I went to kindergarten there. Yeah. Thanks,
I just can't make any comments about how old he is, because it won't work.
Yeah, it was 1962 when I went there. We did not have a high school. Everybody either had to drive to Lancaster or go to Mojave.
I
You have a motion?
will, I might. I make a motion to approve.
Okay. I'm going to second that because I'm in full agreement. So I'll call for the vote. Aye. What I said is that, as I said earlier, what I didn't mention is all the sub committees. When I was first on the board, we very seldom ever met with the subcommittees. Now we are meeting quite often, and believe me, we're getting a lot of stuff done. And I don't see us not continuing. We're going to move forward. Okay, personnel items, Mrs. Hargis.
Yes, this is our list of, our hires, resignations, we've had a few transfers, and then of course our volunteers. And then we had our changes up there at the top, where we had a couple of people that, were supposed to start on Monday, but resigned, prior to starting, so we're just gonna pull them off.
Does that happen a lot?
No, so what happened actually is right before, I think it was between Thanksgiving and Christmas, you know, it takes time to get paperwork and all that kind of stuff, but we were supposed to have 4 people start on Monday and actually 3 resigned. So that makes it tough, you know, especially when school sites are expecting these people to come. So it's kind of a little bit of a scramble. And so we do appreciate that the school sites were able to, you know, cover things as best they could. We do have a small supply of subs in different areas. So we can always, you know, and I say small, I mean a couple. And then, you know, we do have some, and I don't remember exactly the classifications, possibly some paraeducator interviews tomorrow to make up for some of those positions that folks resigned on Monday. So we're constantly just looking, trying to build up that sub pool as we can. So if we have things happen, we can deploy people quickly.
Thank you. Okay. I'll call for the motion.
I'll make a motion, we accept it as amended.
I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
One absent. Okay, next thing. Okay, well, let Lexi take care of this one.
Motion to adjourn. I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
And that is going to be 7:54.